Hello. I'd like to talk with you about a New Testament fellow that had a price on his head. And this may be a little bit unsuspecting to you. His name was Lazarus. And let me tell you why he came to have a price on his head. First of all, word was sent to Jesus that Lazarus, whom he loved, was ill and sick, maybe even unto death. And what Jesus did was delay his coming so that Lazarus died before he could get there. And it didn't catch Jesus unawares. He just simply delayed his coming. And the sisters of Lazarus both said, "Lord, if you'd been here, our brother wouldn't have died." And in effect, Jesus says, and this is a quote, that they would see the glory of God as a result of all of this. Now, when Jesus prayed for Lazarus, they went to the tomb and they rolled the stone back. He said this, and I quote, and he was praying to the Father. "And I know that you always hear me, but because of the people who are standing by, I said this, that they may believe that you sent me." There was something specifically attached to the act of raising Lazarus from the dead that revealed Jesus' identity. And it was simply because the Jews had the teaching, at least certain rabbis, that only Messiah could raise the dead. Now they had a definition for being dead. You had to be in the grave at least 3 days. And in this case, Lazarus had been in the grave or in the tomb 4 days, and they were a little bit reluctant to roll back the stone covering the entrance to the tomb because of the smell that would come out. But Jesus pushed past their objections, and he called for Lazarus to come forth. He did this with a loud voice. And everybody who was around, they saw this and they marveled. And then at this point it comes together. Jesus prayed to the Father that by this the people might know that Jesus had been sent by the Father. Now, here he is proving that he is Messiah by the teaching of the rabbis, that he's brought forth someone from the dead. And after some discussion of this, certain of the Jewish authorities began to plan on how to kill Jesus. But at the same time, in John 12:10 and 11, let me read this. So the chief priests made plans to kill Lazarus as well. For on account of him, many of the Jews were going over to Jesus and putting their faith in him. Now, see, about this 3-day business, being dead for 3 days, the teaching was among the Jews that the nephesh, or the soul, lingered above the body for those first 3 days. And then after that, when the stench of death began to manifest itself, the nephesh, or the soul, would flee. So, just going on the basis of that teaching, whether it's right or not, they believed it at the time, the nephesh couldn't stand the smell anymore of Lazarus. And Jesus called the old boy back. And who knows what must have been going through Lazarus' mind. But anyway, there he was, and the people believed that Jesus was the Messiah. Everybody was who had seen this and who was acquainted with the teaching believed that Jesus was the Messiah. And now Lazarus becomes a target. And we don't hear any more about this because we're getting close to the crucifixion. But I suppose with Jesus being crucified, there's no point in killing Lazarus. See? Because Lazarus was pointing to Jesus as Messiah. And this simply underscores the importance of signs and wonders and their possibility for today. And there are going to be those who are going to be raised from the dead. And all kinds of signs and wonders are going to be manifest in these days. We just simply need to be prayed up. And we need to have the old man crucified so that he'll not want to rise up and take credit and glory for what's going on. And then I believe we're going to see the church expand. Well, God bless you until next time. Hello, this is illustration of this and make my